Yay, who's excited? We don't always have the time. You can't even be counting big numbers, right? So we have to learn better and faster ways to divide. Okay, so we can use our times table. The reason is simple. It's because multiplication and division are inverse. Okay, I want to explain that to you. So they're like opposite. So 2 times 2 gives me 4, which means that if I have 2 in 2 places, 1, 2, 1, 2, can you see I have 4? Now, 4, what this means is that 4 divided by 2, 4 divided by 2 equals to what? Can you see? 2. Because this is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4 actually. Divided into 2, it will give us 2. So if we know that when we want to divide, if we know what we would multiply by that divisor to give us this, then we are cool. Let me explain that to you. So look at that. 2 times 2 gives me 4. So if I have 4 divided by 2, let me go and find out what it is using my times table. And I have told you that by grade 3, your times table should be in your head offhand. So you won't be looking at your book or at the back of your book. But when you do this consistently, you begin to memorize them, right? Okay, so see 4 divided by 2. Okay, so I'll go to the times table and look for 4. Can you see where 4 is here? This is 4. Let me use the color. This is 4, right? And I'm dividing it by 2. This is my 2 times table, right? So what do I multiply by 2 that gives me 4? That's 2. So the answer is going to be 2, right? Let's see another example. I have 14 divided by 2. 14 divided by 2. This is the divisor. The divisor is 2. So I'm going to think in my times table, oh, 2 multiplied by what gives me 14. For now, I'm allowing you to look at it in your times table so that you understand the workings. Oh, so 2 times what gives me 14? Can you see? This is 14. 2 times what gives us 14? 7. So 14 divided by 2 is 7. Let's see another example. What is 20 divided by 2? What is 20 divided by 2? 2 times what gives me 20? Here we go to 20 and we see that 2 times what gives us 20? 2 times 10. What if in some cases we have, like we'd always have, a remainder? What then happens? So when you're thinking about it or you're looking at it right here, you are thinking about, oh, what number do I multiply by this divisor that gives me this answer? Or which one gives me a number closest to that answer? So let's say, for instance, I have 15 divided by 2. So 2, my 2 times table, do I have 15? Oh, there's no 15 on the times table. But what's the one that is closest to 15 on the times table? 14, lesser than it, of course. 14, can you see? Oh, so I can only have 7 because 2 times 7 is 15. Oh, so I can only have 7. Remainder what? 15 minus 14. So what's that? Remainder 1. Okay, so when you get the 1 closer to it, right, or the closest to it, then you take it away from your dividend for what you are dividing. I will explain that again. So let's say we have 9 divided by 2. What is 9 divided by 2? Do we have 9 here? No. Which number is closest to it? 8. And how many times will 2 go in it? 4. Can you see? 2 times 4 gives me 8. So I have 4, remainder what? 8 is lesser than 9 by how many? That will be 9 minus 8, just 1. So I have 4, remainder 1. So what you are thinking of is, oh, what number do I multiply by this divisor that gives me the answer? Or the number closer to it. Okay, so let's see now. We have 19 divided by 2. 19, of course, there is no 19, so we have go with 18. So, 2 times 9 gives me 18, so that I have 9 times. Okay, but in this time also, there will also be a remainder, and that will be what? 19 minus 18, that's 1. Can you see that? So, using your times table will help you to be faster And like I said, by the time you're in grade 3 or above, you should know all of this times table up front, right? So let's see the 3 times table. I have 6 divided by 3. What do I multiply by 3 that gives me 6? Let me see. This is 6 on the times table. And what is it that we multiply by 3 that gives us 6? 2. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. Let's have 15 divided by 3. What is 15 divided by 3? What do I multiply by 3 that gives me 15? Here we have 15. And then what do we multiply by 3 that gives us 15? That's 5. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. What if I have 22 divided by 3? Do we have 22 on the times table? What do I multiply by 3 that gives me 22? Oh no, the closest will be 21, right? That's 3 times 7. So I have 7, remainder what? 22 minus 21, which is also remainder 1. Okay, what if I have 23 divided by 3 again? Right? Is there any number? 23 on the what number do I multiply by 3 that gives me 23? We still do not have it. We have 21. It's closer, lesser, right? Not 24. It's lesser than it, right? So we still have 7 times. So 3 will go in 23 7 times, but this time around our remainder will be 23 minus 21, which is what? 2. Let's try now with our 4 times table. Let's try with our 4 times table. And I will let you do this time around. So what is, we have 8 divided by 4. What is 8 divided by 4? What do I multiply by 4 that gives me 8? Oh, here we have 8. What do we multiply by 4 that gives us 8? Right? 2. What about 24 divided by 4? What would it be? Look at the times table closely. What are we multiplying by 4 that gives us 24? 6. So if you know your times table offhand, it's going to make division very easy for you. So it's important that you begin to learn and memorize your times table, okay? But alternatively, if you have a notebook with you that has this, you can quickly square through your division. So let's see another example. So I have 35 divided by 4. What do I multiply by 4 that gives me 35? Don't have any, right? But we have the lesser one that is closer. That's 32. So then what do we multiply by that 4 that gives us 32? That's 8, right? So we have 8. How do we get our remainder? 35 minus 32, because 8 times 4 is 32, right? So that will give us 3. 8 remainder 3. Okay, so I want you to practice this as many times as possible. Your quizzes will be structured in a way that will help you use this over and over again. And then the next lesson, we'll learn another way to divide quickly, very fast, right?